Hey there, I'm back with a new story for you, and I think this is one you're going to like. Now, before I even tell you about the story, I want you to look at the photograph on the screen right now, because you should know that anytime we see a photograph, that should give you a hint as to what kind of story this is going to be. Fiction, just for fun, or nonfiction, it happens in real life. If we see photographs from a camera, it gives us a big hint about what kind of story. And you should be thinking that since you see a photograph, that this story is going to be nonfiction. We use cameras to take photographs of real things in real life, so this is going to be a story about something in real life. Now, when you look at the title of our story, you can see it right here, these four words. It is called From Caterpillar to Butterfly. So we've got a sight word to right here in our title, From Caterpillar to Butterfly. In this story, we're going to read how the animal called a caterpillar changes into a butterfly. This might be something that you already know a lot about, which is totally cool. So maybe you'll be thinking some of those things in your head as you listen to the story. Or this could be something that you've never seen before. And it'll be cool for you to see the changes and the different steps that happen in a caterpillar becoming a butterfly. So let's read to find out some more. You can just sit back, relax, and listen to the story. Many baby animals look a lot like their parents. A baby colt grows up to be a horse. A little cub grows up to be a bear. Do you know what a caterpillar grows up to be? If you said a butterfly, then you are right. A caterpillar looks nothing like its parents. How do caterpillars grow and change into beautiful butterflies? What is the process every butterfly goes through? A butterfly goes through 4 stages or steps in its life. Let's observe each stage. The first stage is an egg. Here's the egg right here. Some butterflies lay eggs in groups, but the monarch butterfly lays just one egg at a time. The mother butterfly lays her eggs on plants. Her babies will eat the plants when they hatch. So we just found out a lot. We learned that for a caterpillar to turn into a butterfly, there's going to be 4 stages. Stage 1 is the egg, and this was an egg laid by a monarch butterfly on a plant. Now, this picture is really zoomed in. These eggs are really, really tiny, so they had to use a camera that could zoom in and make it look bigger so we can see it. Now, our next part of the story is going to be about this right here. So check out the picture for part 2 of the story, and we'll read about the second stage together. After about a week, the second stage begins. The caterpillar hatches from the egg. It is small and slender. It kind of looks like a worm. The caterpillar is only as long as your fingernail. The caterpillar eats a lot and grows very quickly. First, it eats its own eggshell. Then it feeds on plant leaves. The caterpillar uses its strong jaws to munch on the leaves. It uses other parts of its mouth to smell and taste the food. As the caterpillar grows, it molts or sheds its skin. This happens 4 or 5 times. After a few weeks, the caterpillar has reached its full size. Now it is ready for the next stage, stage 3. Okay, Let's talk about stage 2. The caterpillar hatches. It comes out of its egg, it eats the eggshell, then it starts eating plants. And it grows and it grows. And as it grows, it sheds its skin until it reaches full size, which is right here. Look how beautiful it is. Now, it is ready for stage 3. Let's read together to find out what happens in stage 3. Check out your picture. Let's see what happens in this stage. The third stage is called the pupa. First, the caterpillar attaches itself to a plant. Next, it forms a hard case around itself. The case is called a chrysalis or a cocoon. The chrysalis keeps the caterpillar safe as it gets ready for the final stage. The pupa stage lasts for many weeks. If you looked closely at the pupa, you wouldn't see anything happening, but there is a lot going on inside the chrysalis. The caterpillar is changing and growing. It is becoming a butterfly. So the photo you see here kind of shows you the end of stage 3. You can see the pupa up here hanging from the branch. And this butterfly would have been in there for a very long time, for a few weeks, changing and growing. And this is when it's coming out of the pupa. And then, in our last part of the story, we see this awesome, beautiful butterfly. Look how much it has changed. Even if we go back to when it was an egg, to a caterpillar, to a pupa, and now to a butterfly. Let's read about the final stage. Stage 4 is the last stage. An adult butterfly pushes through the chrysalis and crawls out. At first, the butterfly rests for a while. It is tired and weak, and its wings are still wet. If you are curious, you can watch the butterfly from a safe distance. You can see the beautiful colors on its wings. Finally, the butterfly's wings dry in the sun. It flies away to look for food. After a few weeks, the butterfly is ready to mate. Then she looks for the right plant and lays her eggs. The process begins all over again. So the process is a cycle or a pattern. A butterfly lays an egg, the egg hatches into a caterpillar, the caterpillar grows, it turns into a pupa, and then the butterfly hatches from the pupa, and it starts the process all over again. You really did a nice job listening to this story about one of the amazing things that happens in nature, a caterpillar changing to a butterfly. And we're going to talk about this much, much more at school. Thanks, everyone.